Hi Flosstube, it's Bernie here, hooking and stitching. Today is Tuesday, March the 5th, 2024, and I'm here for a cross-stitching update. So we're into March. February's done and dusted. I did a full coverage February, which was really good fun, and I've got lots of progress to show you on all my full coverage pieces, which I'm really pleased about. But I am really pleased that we're into March now, because I don't do winter. I don't like winter. And March to me means spring's here, warmer weather, sunshine, drier fields for the horses, and all that sort of wonderful thing. Sorry, I feel like I've got hair on my nose. Gizmo is running around at the moment. Gizmo's my ragdoll kitten. One of 4 ragdoll cats that... No idea what that was. No idea. Don't know whether I should go and investigate. We're going to carry on. I don't think anything... Sounded a bit like the laundry basket, but I didn't think I'd put it up high anyway. I better go and have a look. Bear with me a sec. Okay, I'm back. I don't know what caused the noise. Can't see anything out of place, so slightly concerned about that. What caused that crash? And nothing's where it shouldn't be, so I'm a bit perplexed. Anyway, where was I? Yes, Gizmo, he is knocking around somewhere. He's got his favourite toy in his mouth at the moment, which he's really pleased about because they went missing, and I found a load of them underneath a cupboard in the kitchen. I managed to pull a cupboard out, and there were loads of... It's like a little spring. He's walking around with it in his mouth at the moment. So if you hear any strange noises, Gizmo likes to be very vocal, and he almost cries when he's walking around with a toy in his mouth, and we don't really know why he does that. But yeah, he's currently walking around with a toy in his mouth, so you may hear him. So, plenty to show you. I have had a few days where I've not stitched. I said it was coming. I said I can't keep up stitching every day forever. So yeah, there was the odd day where I've not had time to stitch, or I've been too tired, or whatever. We've been doing a lot of stuff recently, and because the warmer weather's coming, the eventing season's kicking off. This is where this is the horse eventing season. I don't actually do any eventing myself, but I do help. I'm a volunteer for British Eventing, and that's quite nice actually. I've got to mention here Crafting Kirsty. Hi Kirsty. We were at volunteer training day together a couple of weeks ago on the Sunday. And me and Kirsty sat next to each other all day while we were doing this volunteer training, which went on far longer than it should have done. But yeah, Kirsty also does the volunteering, you see, and we have that in common. It's strange to spend a day with a stitcher but not actually talk stitching at all. But I was seeing Kirsty again at the end of March. I've got the Essex Needles Retreat at the end of March, and then we've got a big event at the end of March where I'll probably see her there as well. So yeah, but that's why I've not done some stitching, because we've been getting prepared for that and doing training. And this Sunday is the first event that I'm volunteering at, and looking forward to that. Going to go and fence judge over at Osby near Grantham. But anyway, most of you aren't here to talk about horse events, volunteering and things. You're here to see my stitching. So I'm going to crack on and show you what I've been working on. So as I said, I did full coverage February. So all but one piece I'm going to show you is full coverage, because we're now in the 5th of March. So I have had a non-full coverage in the beginning of March that I'm going to show you. But in February, I only stitched on full coverage pieces. So I'm really pleased about that. First one I've got to show you then is... Well then, I don't think this is the biggest. I think my new one might be the biggest. This used to be my biggest, but it's not anymore. So we'll just go with this one. Anyway, the first one I'm going to show you is this one. This is Time of Butterflies by Irina Garmashova. This is a gorgeous piece with a ragdoll cat on it, as you can see. I completed Irina's piece called My Darling a couple of years ago, my very first full coverage finish. And I immediately started this one when I finished that one, because it's got another gorgeous ragdoll on it. And as I said earlier, I have ragdoll cats, because I adore ragdoll cats. So I'll pop in a picture of what it looked like last time you guys saw it. I did stitch on this at the beginning of March, and then I stitched on it again a bit later on in March, because I was a bit naughty last time I stitched on it. If you remember, if you have seen me before, I skipped ahead because I'm doing Royal Rose method on this piece, and I skipped ahead and I started doing the butterfly because I'm naughty like that. Well, you'll be pleased to know that I've been good and I've actually completed the bit from where I'd left off to the butterfly. I filled it in, so let's show you what I mean. So I'll pop in a picture of what it looked like last time you guys saw it, and here it is now. So yes, I did skip ahead and start stitching that butterfly, and I missed this bit out because I was a bit naughty last time, so this time I filled it in. So all that is now filled in, and we're just starting to get beyond the butterfly now, and it's looking fabulous, and it's really good progress. I'm really pleased with it. Let's see if I can bring you in a bit. Got a right itchy nose today. It's typical Flosstube itchy nose, isn't it? Nothing to do with all the cat hair that's all over this that I can see. But yes, it's not much longer now. Over here somewhere, ooh, where the tip of the cat's ear is going to appear. And I'm really looking forward to that bit. I've been looking forward to that bit since I started this piece. To start stitching on the cat is like the most exciting bit, so I can't wait for that. But as I said, I'm doing Royal Rose method on this one, which is where you do a tower of 2 10x10 blocks, and then you park, usually below, and move to the next 10x10 block. I'm doing a slightly different version of that. I am doing the parking, but if I can, I take my thread over to the next, or the next. If it moves, if the thread is available over this side, I will park it over this side. If it's not available over there, I will park it below. Just so that I'm not constantly getting new threads out. But I'm really pleased with it. I'm also doing waist knots on this one. So this is 25 count fabric. I'm doing it 1/1 full cross, and I start and finish on the front. So you can see that's where I've gone in and started, stitched, and then I pull it up here to finish, and then I actually, when I work on this column, it works those pieces in, which is really good. But yeah, really pleased with the progress made on that piece. So, oh God, I've got a really itchy nose and I don't know why. I didn't have before I started. Let's have a sip of drink. That might help. Right, next one is... This is my next oldest full coverage. No, this is my oldest full coverage because, yes, started this one when I still had my darling going. Anyway, Mini Mermaid at Sunset by Elena Lazareva. It's my... So this is a mini piece, it's not the full size. I'm doing this one 25 count 1/1 full cross. Oops. I'll pop in a picture of what it looked like last time you guys saw it. And here it is now. So there's just a couple of part threads left there to work in, as you can see. And then, because I was doing Royal Rose on this one, and then I decided I was sick of the part threads because this one fits in a Q-snap, so I can flip the work over to start and finish on the back, and I got really fed up of the part threads in this one, so I've been doing the Stitching Mummy typewriter method instead, which is where you pick a symbol in the 10x10 block, and you keep on, you work from left to right, top to bottom, picking symbols until the 10x10 block's filled in, and then you move on to the next one. But you don't park, you use up that colour until there's none left, or you've run out of thread, or whatever. Sarah's Stitching Mummy explains it far better than I just did. But I'm still really pleased. You can see the tail is coming together at the bottom there, that rock that she's sitting in. Ow! Sorry, Gizmo's just caught my foot playing with this toy and I've just kicked the stand. I do apologise about wobbling you. Yeah. This one is now, I want to say it's about 67%. It's not too bad, you know, it's not got an awful lot left to go. Just the bottom, as you can see there, which is quite dark, but that's the sea. I've not quite got into that bit yet where the sea is. But yeah, definitely 2/3 done. The needle minder stuck to my watch because my watch has got a magnetic strap. Come here. And then needles stuck to it. That might be quite handy actually when I can't put my needle somewhere trying to stick it to my watch strap. Anyway, that is that one. Gizmo, what are you doing? Where's your spring? It's over there. Can you come and say hello? You're a little beast. Right, next. This is the only one that's... No, it's not. I was going to say it's the only one that's not Heaven and Earth Designs. That's not true. This is by Servo Stitches on Etsy. And this is Final Fantasy VII Cast, which is a piece that I'm stitching in secret for my brother. The intention is to finish it and give it to him because me and him are big Final Fantasy VII fans. He has started the new Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on PlayStation. We did look into it and I think it's about £60 to download the game, and it takes up most of the PlayStation's disk space. So my husband was a bit, no, it's alright, I've got enough to do. I don't need to be playing the game as well. I've got the original game on the Nintendo Switch and I thoroughly enjoy it. But yeah, my brother's probably a bigger fan than I am. So I'm stitching this for him. So this is the, I tell you what, this is the only one that's not on gridded fabric. Because it's on a piece of 28 count blue even weave. I'll pop in a picture of what it looked like last time you guys saw it. And here it is now. So I'm working on that 6th character, which is a chap called Vincent. And I've been, again, using the sort of typewriter method, but in each block. So I'll work that block, that block, that block, that one, that one. And once this block's finished, I'm going to move up and do that one. But yeah, it's coming along really nicely. Doesn't look like much at the moment, that particular block, but you'll see eventually it turns into a man that's kind of hidden by a scarf around his face. Because that's the sort of bloke that Vincent is. When you come across Vincent in the game for the first time, he's actually laying in a coffin. He's that sort of chap. But yeah, this one is also 2/3 done, effectively. Because I've got just those 3 characters and then the last of the border to finish down that side. The plan for this one is to finish it by July next year because that's my brother's 40th birthday. And I would like to gift it to him then. But yeah, a few days progress on that one, which was nice. Gizmo's now playing with all my projects that I've dropped on the floor. Will you come here and say hello? Kind of out of reach at the moment, I think he knows. He's in a silly mood, aren't you? You're gonna get my foot. Where's your spring gone? I don't know what he's done with it. Next one, another Ray Nagama Shova by Heaven and Earth Designs. This one is Ragdoll Eden. I had to do this one because of ragdolls. I love this piece. It's just gorgeous. Kittens and the different colours of ragdolls, because I've got all the colours. I've got, because you've got seal, you've got blue, and then you've got red, or flame as they're called, seal, blue and flame. And I've got 4 cats and I've got all 3 colours, and then there's different patterns. So this one to me looks like Mitzi because that's a blue mitted, that one's Gizmo up there. Bailey is seal bicolour, that's that one there. We've not got Darcy on here, which is a blue colour point. Very similar to that one up there, but without the white paws. But yeah, I love this piece. And I love the sky changing colour, that's just so pretty. The sky here was doing that the other day and it was just absolutely gorgeous to look at. Anyway, I shall pop in a picture of what it looked like last time you guys saw it. And here it is now. So that page is so close to a finish. I think it's just there and where it cuts across. But because I've then started doing the typewriter method and carrying on with my threads, it's going further down. But that's the tip of the first cat's tail there. And then we're starting to see a bit of body in here, which is nice. Once I've finished that first page, I'm going to move on to the next page, which has more cattail in it. This is quite a big piece. It's 625 by 465. Is that my biggest? I think it is. I think this one is my biggest. A bit of a beast one. Still not massive in heaven and earth standards, but I like to be able to finish my pieces. Gizmo, can you stop doing that? Wait, come out of it. Here he is. Here is the big beast. You're so naughty. You are. You're so naughty. Get off me. I'm playing with stuff. So this one's in bad books at the moment. He, well, we're saying him. We are 99% sure it was you, aren't we, you little beast? But our cats they're indoor cats only, with them being ragdolls. And they have full access to the whole house, or they did. They sleep with us and everything, which is great. Mummy's soft boy. And then at the end of last week, I think it was, I went upstairs an hour before normal bedtime and found a big yellow puddle on our bed. And we think it was you, don't we? Because he has form. Why he peed on our bed, I'm not sure. But he has form for weeing on, if you leave your clothes on the bathroom floor or a towel or something, you're getting down on them. Oh, now he's going to shake you guys, sorry. Sit still. He will wee on a towel on the floor and things like that. Not sure why. I mean, everything I read up on suggests maybe he's stressed, but this is like the most unstressed cat ever. Don't chew my stand. He's the one that causes stress in this house. He stresses all the other cats out. I've heard it could be that he doesn't like the litter or the trays. I've got closed trays, open trays, tried different litters. I've no idea why he peed on our bed. I really don't. Don't think there's anything medically wrong with him. I think he just did it because he liked the feel of it. I've got one Bailey likes to wee in the bath. Don't know why. He'll do his normal business in the litter tray, but if he has a wee, he does it in the bath. And Gizmo has form for doing it in the shower tray. So I don't know what it is with the boys. I really don't. But yeah, we found this yellow stain on the bed. Thankfully, I got a mattress protector on and it didn't soak through to the mattress because the mattress is nearly brand new and wasn't cheap and my husband would have wrung his neck. But it did mean we had to strip the whole bed off, wash the quilt, wash the all the sheets and everything. And because it was nearly bedtime, we hadn't got time to dry the quilt, so we ended up sleeping on the bed just with blankets and sheets, and it was a bit of a chilly night. But safe to say the cats are now banned from the bedroom. We can't have the ones that are a bit well behaved in and shut the door, because if they do need to go to the toilet in the night, they can't get out of the bedroom. So now everybody's shut out of the bedroom. But little Horror here is taken to about 5 o'clock every morning, just tapping on the door, just crying softly, I'm hungry. And it's waking me up. So I think they're going to be shut in the kitchen tonight. And it's all his Nibs' fault. Little Horror. Anyway, a couple more things to show you. So I said, oh, big cat hair stuck to me. I said last video that I'd got a new start planned. And it was this one. This is Chromatic Dragon by Pain Free Crafts. Artwork by Mikey Bergman, if that's how you say that. Love this piece. And it's the year of the dragon this year, so I've started a dragon piece because I do quite like dragons. And this one called to me when I first saw it. I've made a brilliant start on it. Now the pages on Pain Free Crafts are smaller than that on Heaven and Earth Designs. And I've completed the first page. There's obviously no before picture because this was a new start. And you can see how the typewriter method of picking your thread has meant that like some of the colours that appear in this horn obviously appear further down. So the horns have been sort of carried down. But then when I come back to this one, I will restart there and work my way along until this page is finished, but carrying the threads. That's why there's no parked threads. This is 25 count 1 over 1, which is my go-to. And yeah, really pleased with that. Good progress made on it. I think it's about 2%, which is 2%. That means 50 more rotations, doesn't it? If I do 2% each rotation. And if I work on it once a month, 50 months, yeah, doable, I suppose. But yeah, really pleased with how that one's coming and enjoying working on it. I can't wait to get down to the colours in the dragon. That's going to be fun. But there are actually loads of colours just in those horns alone. On the picture it just looks like a few browns, but there's pinks and minty greens and purples and blues and all sorts of colours in there. But that's what makes these big full coverage pieces special, isn't it? It's the blends of colours that turn the pixels into a picture. But that is that one. So that's it for full coverage February. That was all the full coverage pieces I worked on. I realised I didn't work on Unicorn Spring again, but I did work on that just before I filmed last time. So it did get worked on as part of full coverage February, but just not since. So moving into March, I've only worked on one project so far. I had a couple of days off at the beginning of March where I didn't stitch. Was it Friday and Saturday? Saturday I was out all day at the National Equine Show at Birmingham NEC, so that was a busy day. I can't remember why I didn't stitch Friday. Oh, yeah, I do. We had to, I was part of a disciplinary meeting at work and it was a rough one. I'm not gonna lie, it was a rough one. And I came home and I had to do the horses and then I had a drink of wine and some food and went to bed quite early because I was a bit washed out, let's say. So I didn't stitch Friday. But the one I started on Sunday and I worked on Monday as well is this one, Opening Gambit by Long Dog Samplers. This one is going fast guns. It's just shy of 75% complete now. So let me show you. Oh, itchy nose still. If I put in a picture of what it looked like last time you guys saw it. And here it is now. Can you hear that? You got your spring. So I've been working on that bit there where it says your move, and then that's actually a hot air balloon. So the hot air balloon is now finished. Well, it's not quite finished, but I'm moving down to the basket, which is great. Ow! Sorry, that was my foot again. He's a beast, an absolute beast, that cat is. Be careful of my stitching. I'm doing this on 32 count Silver Moon fabric by Zweigart. It's an even weave, and I'm using 3809 as my colour because it's a monochromatic piece. And yeah, I've just got to get to. Gizmo, will you please stop it? Can I get that last bit complete, as you can see, because I'm at the bottom all the way along there, and then this is the farthest side. So we're coming up for the last quarter. If it's, yeah, just shy of 75%. I'm going to throttle you, cat. This is what he's playing with. It's just a spring. I got a pack of these, 12 from B&M, from the cat toy range, and he absolutely loves them, and he carries them around in his mouth, bats them around, and shoves them under my foot. Go and get it. Right, that is everything. So quite a short video actually for me, this one. Life update wise, I bought a new car. I haven't got it yet. I'm waiting for a delivery date. I'm hoping the salesman's going to ring me any day, every day. Is he going to ring me today? Is he going to ring me today? Tell me when my delivery date is, because it's been about 10 days since I placed the order, so I'm really looking forward to it. I'm coming out of a Vauxhall Crossland, which I've never liked since the day I had it. It was a means to an end. I was in a diesel, changed my job, desperately needed petrol, and it was available, and it was in my price range, and it was out of one into the other. Brilliant, but I don't like it. I've had it 3.5 years and I still don't like it. So that's going, and I'm having a new mocha, a new Vauxhall mocha, and it's much more me, it's much sportier, and it's got all the toys. I like high spec cars. I was a bit of a petrol head as a youngster, and I like electric this, that and the other, and this one's got something that I said was not optional. It's got winter pack, because I'm always out in the cold, and we have more cold months here in the UK than hot ones, And winter pack is heated seats. It's got heated front seats and a heated steering wheel, which I've always wanted and I've never had, and I cannot wait. So every morning at the moment, we've had a couple of frosty mornings when I go out to my car and I'm holding the steering wheel. Oh God, I want my heated steering wheel. I want my new car. So hopefully, fingers crossed, by the Essex Needles retreat, I will have my new car because I want to drive it down to Essex, which will be fun. Speaking of Essex Needles retreat, that's coming up fast. Couple more weeks. I mean, where are we? I've got my diary in front of me. So what are we now? We're on the 5th, and the Essex Needles retreat is 2 weeks on Saturday. Or Friday, 2 weeks on Friday, because, yeah, we're going down on Friday the 22nd. So cannot wait for that. And I've decided I am going to vlog this year. I vlogged the first year we went, but I was only there for 1 day. Didn't vlog the second day we went when I was there for the whole weekend, 3 days. But I thought I am going to vlog this time because I didn't last time. I'll vlog this time. So you're going to come with me for 3 days down at the Essex Needles retreat in Essex. We're actually in the Novotel Stansted, which is at Stansted Airport. Lovely hotel, really like it there. Really enjoyed our stay last time. Husband comes with me. He enjoys having a weekend away. My dad's going to look after the children and the cats. So we get a child-free weekend, and husband goes off and entertains himself, takes the car and clears off into Essex, London, Southend or Sea, wherever he wants to go, and I get to stay in the hotel, not cooking for myself, not doing any laundry or cleaning, and stitching to my heart's content. And we play games and things, and we've been told to bring our bingo dabbers, so I think we'll probably be playing a game of bingo at some point. There'll be raffles, there'll be shops, and we're very well fed while we're there as well. I have to say, it doesn't do my weight any good. Gorgeous breakfasts, lunches and dinners and snacks and cups of tea on tap. Cannot wait, absolutely cannot wait to go down to Essex. So yes, I will take you with me down to Essex for that. That'll be good fun. As I've said, the British eventing season's kicking off, starting on Sunday. We've got our first event. We've also got another event at the end of March. And then I think the next one's beginning of May. We've also got our riding club show season starting in April. So that'll be good fun. Speaking of horses, unfortunately Dexter's not very well. Those of you that like to hear about Dexter, I know Patchy Pony Stitcher likes to hear about Dexter. He's got a cough, and he's had this cough for a little while. We tried a few supplements, we've tried soaking his hay, and this cough's persisted, so we got the vet out. And the vet, she had a good listen to his chest, and he is very chesty. She's really rattly on his chest, bless him. And then, so she's prescribed him some liquid that we put on his food, and it's to help smooth the trachea. And she took some blood and his temperature and everything. No infection there. Bloods came back negative, no bacteria's in them. The bloods were clear. There is a possibility he's got asthma. So it's been a good 12 days since the vet came. He's got a couple more days of medication to go. It's definitely not as bad as it was, but he isn't right yet. You can see when we take his rug off, his waterproof rug off, his sides are like heaving as he breathes. It's not as bad as it was when the vet came. It was really bad when the vet came. And I had a good look over him on Sunday. I took his rug off and gave him a really good groom, and he really enjoyed it. But he is still a bit rough and still breathing a bit heavy. So me and my friend who own him, we're going to take a vote this weekend about whether we get the vet back. But the next stage is to scope him. So they'll stick an endoscope up his nose into his lungs, and that's not going to be cheap. That's going to be a big vet bill. So we desperately want to avoid it if we can, but if he needs it, he's going to have it. So I'll keep you informed as to what happens with Dexter. Bless his heart. He's just turned 3 as well. He's now a 3-year-old, and we are planning on getting a saddle on him this summer, getting the young teenagers on him this summer. Not as slightly older ladies that break easily. I won't be getting on him till next year. That's the plan anyway, and I need to lose a bit of weight as well before I really get on him. But he's still growing. He's currently standing at about 14.2. And we're hoping he's going to make about 15, 15.1, which would be amazing. Perfect size, especially because he's going to be quite chunky. Other than that, I've got no, I haven't bought anything, no haul. yeah, no new needle minders, no floss, no nothing since I last spoke to you. I've not needed anything. New starts that I'm planning. I think I'm just planning the one new start, and that will be my Cats and Mandalas February. Last time I saw you, you saw I'd finished Cats and Mandalas January. I'm not sure if it had come or not, but the Petite Treasure braids arrived, and I've got my fabric and everything, so I think I might start that today. See what happens later. I've got to wrap this up now, get some lunch, finish tidying up, do some more laundry, fetch the children, and then I've got Pony Club Parents Evening tonight down at the pub. So I'm off to the pub with the other mums for Parents Evening later. So I'm not sure how much stitching I'll get done today, but we'll see. So with that, I'll love you and leave you. I'm going to get this video edited and up, so if you're seeing it, I've done that. And I shall see you all probably at Essex. Yeah, because I don't think I'll film a Flosstube until after Essex. Yeah, I think probably, yeah, maybe the 26th I might be back. So after Essex, or I might do it the week after because I'll have just edited my video for Essex. Anyway, I shall see you in a couple of weeks' time. That'll be the plan. Take care, guys. Happy stitching, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye-bye.